wanted all on the same. Broke at the end of the month, flow, Joe, kill, mo, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back that up, all in the club, and bring out your girlfriends. Girl hopping up about a Pearl 6 Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid, she ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We blade thicker than a snigger bag. Talking about she don't come with no baggage. Y'all in her bag, I probably should. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing a check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the New York Giants and the Minnesota Vikings. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run. Sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, Cook. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Hey, Shell. What? 20. 5.
Goff now to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So on 4th down, on comes the Viking kicker, Daniel Carlson. This will be fielded at the 17. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the... And that's caught inside the 35. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there for the Giants. 47 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Watch it now, Barney.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Nice. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are going to take a 1st quarter lead. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you're talking about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more.
To put it mildly.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Harbaugh. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ric Flair. By 20.
They start the drive with Cook. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Black 20.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
From the gun on 3rd down. Goff finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, Goff. Going for a right side here, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
76, tell him. 76. 76.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
14.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And this will get him all the way inside the Giants' 10. A big play there for Minnesota. 41 yards. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. This is 1st and goal from about the 8.
Listen.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Super one.
Out of the gun. Gone. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Olivier Vernon coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12.
Here we go. Super 66.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
New York set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Saquon Barkley. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 76 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Rosas now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
You're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Listen.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. To throw on second down is gone. He's going to wind up, and that's caught inside the 30. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the big gain through the air, but scratch it all off because he could not hang on to the football.
And you have to like what they did on defense here. They didn't give up on the play. Big yardage given up, but they still battled all the way to the end and helped force a turnover.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Carlson now to kick this one away. New York set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's got a man. Complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down to Barkley on the check down. Whoosh. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this.
Starting left here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Super. DC. Al, look up.
Here's Goff. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Super. DC.
Cook following the penalty. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. They'll try the air now with Goff. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
76.
A give. This is Cook. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Tiger, Tiger.
A shotgun snap for gone. Cook with a first down and much more. And he finds Cook. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They come out here in the eye. They'll run for it with Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. He's going to get it running right. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. The Vikings on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third and goal. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for third and goal. From the gun, here's Gone. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Carlson now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's That's got to frustrate him a little bit because I nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watching that, Barney!
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Giants add on to their lead. Rosas to add the extra point. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now a play fake here on first down. He finds McKinnon, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On second down, here's Goff. And Cook has it, left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Goff on first down. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And who's got it? The Giants.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They begin with a run by Barkley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And his first carry, he loses the football. And this belongs to the Vikings. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll run it here with Logan. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. 10. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Point after, right down the middle. And this is back to an 8-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And New York set to take the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, it's Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And 3 yards there takes them to the 45. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The pitch goes to Barkley. Room to run inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. Here's a give to Barkley. Finding room to the 20. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
That's a big league run. Takes them down inside the 5-yard line, and momentum definitely on the side of the guys on offense. And if you're an offensive lineman, you love to run the football, especially out in the field where there's some space. But I will get you in on a little bit of a secret. Those guys like it in tight, too, because they get matched up and they get to show just how stout they are in a tough situation. They're recommending they run it again.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they?
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Rhett Ellison taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Rosas now to add the PAT. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Goff now looks to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They get it to him running left. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Back to throw here. That's complete right around the 8. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down, and that looked like a clear face mask to me. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. It's their quarterback. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Rosas now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On first down, it's gone. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. From deep in their own territory. They look to throw. The left side caught by Diggs. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Like 20.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, will see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.